All right, well, the World Series has been decided. The Toronto Blue Jays are taking on the LA Dodgers. If you know anything about me, you already know how I feel about this series, but we'll get into it anyways. So, the Toronto Blue Jays, it wasn't an easy road getting here now, was it? You started off the season below 500, like mid-June, something like that? But you not only managed to have the best record in the American League East, but you also embarrassed the Yankees in the playoffs. Thanks for that. And you managed to score runs against probably the best pitching staff in the entire tournament in the Seattle Mariners. And getting Bo Bichette back for the World Series, I think, is going to be a really nice boost for this team. As for the Dodgers, this was expected. You were expected to make the World Series after winning it last year in dominant fashion. You went out, you spent a bunch of money, and a lot of the free agents have worked out, such as Blake Snell. A lot of them haven't. But regardless, you're back in the World Series where you wanted to be. Now, I think the Dodgers do have an Achilles heel. I think the Dodgers do have an Achilles heel here. And that's their bullpen. Now, I think if their bullpen can pitch like they have in the postseason, I think the Dodgers should win this series. However, I also think that if they pitch the way that they did throughout majority of the regular season, where they were a bit shaky, I think the Blue Jays can really come in with the sucker punch and maybe win this series. So I think this series is going to come down to how well their bullpen performs. Now, as for the actual prediction, I want to pick Toronto here. However, when I look at the teams and I look at the seasons that they've had and what they've done in the postseason, it's hard for me to pick against the Dodgers. And I'm going with the Dodgers here in 6. I think that their bullpen should be fine in this series. But as I said, if they're not, I think that's where Toronto can really hit them. Plus, I trust the starting pitcher from LA more. But regardless of what happens, let it be known that the Pirates did in fact sweep the Dodgers this season.